Alright, so some of the parts came in for the Yerfdog motor. What I wanted to do was I just wanted to get the valves and a new head gasket. And the valves were cheap. For $13 with free shipping off of eBay, I was able to get a kit that has the new exhaust valve, new intake valve, new springs, and new keepers, and new valve seals. So that's a no-brainer. The problem was when I tried to find a head gasket, the irony is I had trouble finding a head gasket cheap, but then I found the kit on eBay for 15 bucks, $14.95 free shipping, that gives you the head gasket, the cylinder base gasket, and a new piston with rings. So at that point figured, well, might as well, instead of paying like 8 or 10 bucks for a head gasket on this thing, might as well just, pay 15 bucks and get a new piston. And since we're going to do that, we're going to remove the cylinder and we're going to try and hone this cylinder. And we can, while we're at it, we can see what the condition of this is of the piston. At this point, since we get a new piston, we're obviously going to put that in, but just out of curiosity to see what it looks like. The other alternative we could have done is, for even more money, we could have actually bought an entire head assembly and replaced the whole head. And then you start getting into, well, if we're going to do that, should we just go up in size to a big bore kit? Yeah, I think at this point we just want to see whether or not we can get compression out of this thing before we invest any money in like ignition components and fixing the bearing in the back there and all that. All right, so Aiden, to take the cylinder off of this thing, normally the cylinder is kind of sandwiched in there between the head being bolted on and the top of the crankcase. In this case here, I'm wondering if you see this bolt right here? I noticed that there aren't any others, but there's one bolt right here, and where its proximity is, it's almost perfectly lined up with this stud. So my suspicion is that this bolt has something to do with retaining this on the studs, because it's either not coming off now because it's stuck, or it's being retained. So just to be on the safe side, why don't you take that bolt out?
Wrong way, right?
Yeah, lefty loosey, righty tighty.
How do you change it?
Guess I can throw that away. Hold on, I'll get your 1/4 inch drive. Too tight? Yeah, I was gonna say you might want to take your coat off, and people see you wearing a winter coat, might think you're some kind of sissy. Go ahead. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's tight.
You kidding me? How weak are you?
You try it.
Yeah, I will try it. Here, hold this. Hold the motor.
Told you it was tight.
Yeah, I did it.
Let's use this thing.
It's already so loose you can do it with your fingers. So, just curious what the end of that looks like. Oh, that's a washer. Probably don't want to lose that.
It's a copper.
Yeah, it's probably what's called a crush washer. We're going to have to try and re-crush it to get it to work. Oops.
Broke the fin.
I just broke the fin off. Jeez, now I'm really looking bad. Oh, damn it.
I was about to say, don't break the fins. Screwdriver?
Yeah, well, I don't really want to do that either. I'm looking to see if there's one we missed. I've got a really thin blade that we can put in there. Huh.
You're hitting the wrong place. It's up there.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. I could see the break
No.
right there. I swear to God. No wonder why your mother screams at you so much. That's all you want to do is argue.
What's that thing doing?
What's what thing doing?
Just
What are you talking about?
that.
That's called a police scanner. The scanner. It listens to police and fire frequencies. Well, this we can hit this without it breaking. I'm pretty sure that's a pretty good size. Let me get a piece of brass.
Daddy,
Yeah.
you missed one thing.
What?
There's this thing right here. Bolt right there.
Yeah. You see how that's below the line?
Yeah.
So that, and it's also not in line with the stud. That is actually one of the bolts that goes all the way through and holds the case together. If we were splitting the crankcase in two halves, we would want to take that out. We don't want to do that. Now this thing's gonna never be cooling correctly because we broke that fin off.
It wouldn't be cool and correctly if you have the fan on it. But
The rust on that piston, wow, it doesn't even want to come out. Urgh. That's a rod. Oh my goodness, look at the connecting rod. It's all rusty.
yeah.
Oh, that's a riot. I wonder why the thing didn't want to move before.
At least we bought a new piston.
Is that moving out?
Yeah. Sounds like that thing in Star Wars. I know. Take it off. Take the piston off. It's crazy.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Wrong way. Wait. See, hold on. I was trying to get it back in position. Go ahead.
I don't want to bang my hand on that. It's
Seized in there. It's rusted right in there.
he can do it.
Might be cocked in the bore now. Try it now. Try it again. There we go. All right, take that off. Is that a school shirt?
Not really.
Not
I use
really.
This for shop too.
Uh-huh. All right. Another reason your mother's going to kill you. Not that she needs them anymore. All right. Whoops. Yeah, here, let me see that. Because I
That
think...
goes on the opposite side. It goes on the opposite side.
I know that. I'm making sure it can't fit in these holes. That way we can differentiate where it goes and where it
And
can't
there's
go.
some on the back too.
I mean the bottom.
Bottom, yeah.
All right. Don't get too dirty because you're wearing good school clothes.
Piston.
All right. Now rotate it so it comes back out.
I need the...
No, you don't. It should move right out now. There you go. Oh, look at that. That's wonderful.
That's it.
Huh.
What?
That piston is very, very... The skirt, this part of the piston is very, very small. I'm kind of surprised.
Looks like it's been broken.
Where?
Right here.
No, that's made that way.
It's really rough.
No, not really. It's pretty scored. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm concerned with how much rust is down in that crankcase. Oh, the crankshaft.
Mm-hmm. Bad?
I mean, the only way to really know the condition of the bearings in this thing would be to completely split the case and remove them. And we're not doing that. We're just asking for more headache than it's worth. Nope, I think we should just clean this up as best as we can, rinse this thing out, and we'll pump fluid. We'll use the parts washer. We'll pump fluid right through this thing and let it leak back out through the drain holes
Mm-hmm.
and flush out any garbage that might be in there. And we'll even try and see if we can't clean a little bit of that rust off. We'll put it back together, see what happens. So these clips are really easy to take out. They're just little wire. Grab one end, pull in like that, pop it out of the groove. So, comes with new clips. You always want to use the new clips. You don't have to take out the one on the other side, because once you take one out, all you have to do is push the pin out the side that you took the thing out of.
Why?
Why do I what?
Never mind.
What's the matter? Of course, sometimes it hangs up like that.
Let me see a flashlight.
Shine the light because I can't see. I'll take the clip out on this side because I can't get the pin to push out through the other side for some reason. Alright, all else fails, use some force. I'm going to get a drift pin, bang it up. Got that record on the camera. I just tapped it out with this drift pin. Still surprisingly tight. Well, I don't need to take it all the way out. Let's see. And scoring on that pin, on the wrist pin. Yeah, it's good that we took this apart. I could see by the looks of it, these rings are stuck in the grooves, so they weren't going to do much. It's probably all rust. So the question is there anything special about the piston as far as the direction the piston needs to go? It's got 3 oil holes on each side. 3 here, and then behind the oil control ring there's more. See them? The holes inside there?
Yeah.
So right now I know, because I was pushing the pin out that way, I know that this is the top. There is a mark on the top here. Actually, it's not a mark, it says KBF.
It's the name. Sandblast it.
Yeah, I'm going to sandblast it. So I don't see anything to
Indicate.
Yeah. Let's see if there's anything on the new piston.
Where is the new?
Nice new wrist pin. New clips. The rings are not installed, so we'll have to put the rings on the new one.
Nothing.
No, it's perfectly. So the only thing I can see on here is, you see that little groove right there?
Yeah.
For the little snap, the little retaining clips. I would say we'll put this on the same way this one. So in other words, like this,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to like that. So those little indentations there for the clips are facing up. So this will be the side that faces up.
You have a Sharpie?
Well, we'll have the old one right there. We're not doing that now anyways. We don't want to put the new piston on and have it flopping around on this thing when we're going to be moving it over to the parts washer and
Can we take those off?
cleaning it. The studs?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, if I had a stud removal tool, which is basically it reverse threads down onto here, and then so that you can keep turning it, you can actually unscrew these, then I would. But without one of those, the only way to do it is to actually like grab onto this with vice grips, and I don't feel like doing that. The other problem is I don't know how tight these should be into the block. All right, let's say that's that for now.
You have a Sharpie?